this situated. Going through this process of I think it's a mixture of being self-aware and selfish. It's a mixture of trying to be a team player, knowing that you know I was watching this TikTok, and it was a individual who was speaking about Kobe, and if I'm not mistaken, it was Eric Thomas. He was speaking about he always thought Kobe was selfish, and as the story goes, Kobe starts to explain why he was the way he was, right? And for me, Kobe is one of my biggest influencers as far as the individual that I am, how I see the world sometimes. He's one of the people that I really admired in this world. And going back to this TikTok, Kobe was explaining, I seen the way you practice. I seen the way you were giving half-ass effort in practice. I seen you in warm-ups. I seen you in the gym, in the workout room. I see what you do in your spare time. I see what you do when you're free, when the time is yours, even though you have this job, even though you have this once in a lifetime opportunity. I see what you're doing when nobody's watching. I'm watching. And so as it continues to go on, he goes on to explain, why would I give this person a chance to fuck up my opportunity? Why would I give this person a chance or the opportunity to block my shine or take this L when I know what I'm doing in the gym, right? Not only am I giving, or he was giving 120%, blood, sweat, and tears, man. If there's something that anybody knows about Kobe, it was the fact that he was always giving his all, man. Torn Achilles, broken finger, name it, bro. Name it. And that admiration, that drive to be the best that you could possibly fucking be in each and every scenario. Again, were there times where he failed? Absolutely. Absolutely. But you don't get the 5 championships by half-assing it, bro. People aren't hating you 1 minute and then praising you once you at the last of your career, once you finally retire, just because you were half-assing it. People hated you because of the drive, the effort, right? And if he allowed that noise in the back of his mind to change his route, he wouldn't be who he is, right? And I'm taking that upon myself, and of course, take it upon yourself, right? To listen to that, man. Because I'm in a position where there's a lot of noise going on. There's a lot of noise. And it's noise because of the fact that, like, I have this drive, man. And to be quite honest, it ain't really nobody around me that got the same type of drive I got. In my small little circle, it's maybe one or two, maybe. They got the same type of, like, I need to go get it, man. I know I got it and I need to go get it, right? And it's scary, man. It's scary because you, as an individual, it's very hard when you don't have a team of people who are helping you get to that, man. And it's been difficult. It's been a difficult route, but I appreciate the. I have to appreciate the journey. Because it's a part of what makes me have this grit. It's a part of what makes me have this determination to be like, okay, yeah, I can't let you stop this shit. You know, like I can't. I didn't seen men that I admired die way before they even actually left this earth, man. And it's terrifying. I don't know what y'all if y'all know what that looks like. To see a man die inside and he's still living. That that's a different type of energy. And this sixth sense that I have, man, I'm blessed to have it, but it's definitely it comes with its flaws. The ability to sense other people's feelings and emotions and be able to walk in a room and feel somebody's vibration, right? It's people always talk about having a superpower, and I think we all have our superpower in certain ways and certain gifts. Some people can cook, some people can be hella creative, right? Um, I think one of my gifts, one of my many gifts, is having that sixth sense, and it's a gift and a curse because I can see some certain situations and just feel like, okay, I know what you on. I know where you coming from. I know I got a good fucking gut feeling about this shit, right? And it that potential word is so scary because you can see a lot of potential in somebody, even with family. But it's scary because of the simple fact that you can't live life off potential. How many times have we seen people in sports or in some type of spotlight have quote unquote potential, and then it fizzles so quickly, right? Um, it's just one of those things, man. It's scary because you have what I call individuals with talent, and then you have people with that. Their talent is the grit. Their talent is to continue to push through the fire. Their talent is to be. Their role is to run through the fire. Like literally, their role is to, okay, this fire or this earthquake or this whatever natural disaster is in front of us. Their whole role or ability is to run through that bitch. And it's some people's ability is supposed to be the fire itself, or the ice, or I don't know if I'm making sense, but they have special abilities that are very special. They're very unique, right? But that's not what gets you, I guess, in the special realm or to the next level, right? That's just an ability. Right? Um, Shout out my man Taekwondo. He's definitely somebody that I, you know, listen to, and I love how he always attaches, gaming into it and talks about crack shield and shit like that. That shit, I think that shit's definitely dope. But I think a lot of like the gaming or even anime for us men is especially it's very relatable, right? Because for someone that has the ability to again, going back to what I was saying about the sixth sense, is somebody who has the ability to see certain aspects of a person. Again, it's abilities, but it doesn't end there. And anybody that watches anime, anybody that fucking knows meta characters and fucking any type of gaming or whatever, just because you got the character, that ain't it. That don't mean nothing. If you don't have the ability to know its flaws, its downfalls, as well as its strengths, it means you might as well have the weakest character in the book, right? So in life, it's not just simply having the ability, right? It's taking it to the next level, and then the level after that, right? This success word is so fluid. I don't think that can be labeled by anybody other than the person that is living that life. And I think by trying to deem your success or what somebody else, especially family, deems successful is a scary and a very it's a very tight walk. It's a very much tight walk, and if you walk that walk, just know you have to understand that it's a tight walk. You know, I'm not gonna say it's wrong. I'm not gonna say that you shouldn't, because I can understand. I went through years of trying to have parents in my life and wanted that ideal. I want to go to college. I want to get a good degree, and I want to do this and this and this so that they can be proud of me. But at the end of the day, it's not that I couldn't do it, and it's not that I won't do it. Speaking now, even into existence, it's a different feeling now, more so than it was back then. Back then, I was saying the things a big mixture because yeah, it was what I wanted to do. I definitely wanted to be an engineer, and that's still definitely on my plate. But the perspective of it has completely changed. In the beginning, the perspective was okay. I found about engineering because my stepdad was really big into not into cars, but to like driving racing. And I got super into it. I got super into racing, and I'm still into this day. I loved it. Right? He would watch NASCAR. This was back when Jeff Gordon was fucking going crazy, and I would fucking love Jeff Gordon. Um, then I started getting into Indy, and Indy is my favorite, right? And so I used to look at the people on the side who were like taking the wheels off and had the headgear on and all that. And as much as I love driving, right, my mom was definitely someone who hated me getting in any type of injury, right? So the thought of me even getting to a wreck was crazy, outlandish, right? But it was a mixture of that, but it was also the mixture of like I was in school and they were talking about careers and engineering just kept popping up and it made sense. So I latched onto it, and then from then it was a mixture of okay, not only is it something that I wanted to do, but when I told people what I wanted to do, that look in their eyes and the vibe that they gave me, it made me feel it gave me some type of high, right? And I was naturally high off that feeling, and it carried me for some time until I actually got into doing it, and then I realized like I see these individuals, I would do maybe an intern or I would do something to get a grasp of like what it would be as a day in the life, and I was like, this is what y'all do, this is I'm fighting and I'm having to challenge myself and take the time to learn all these, roundabout things to get into this field. And I'm looking at people in the field and they're like, I'm in sales, or, I don't even do engineering work anymore. And now I have a better perspective of that. But back then that was demoralizing as somebody that was looking at engineering and was like, okay, I see it at its highest potential, right? I see something at its highest degree, and yet I'm talking to people. I don't want to say mediocre, but in a sense, they're not at the level in which I was looking for, and I think that's a big thing of what I'm talking about right now is that when I just through my daily life, having these mediocre conversations is deteriorating me, bro. It has deteriorated a lot of my patience, um, and I don't know if that's good or bad, but it has absolutely deteriorated my patience when it comes to just speaking of things on such a ground level, right? I already hated small talk, and nowadays it's like if you're not talking about something that's influential or that's motivational or that even fuck motivational. If you're not doing it, I don't even want to hear it from you, right? So I guess this is my rant, not only to myself but to the world, that don't don't live this life mediocre, bro. Don't go through this bitch going through the motion, right? It's not enough to just simply have a goal. It's not enough to just simply be someone who is just waking up at 5 a.m. just to say they wake up at 5 a.m. or wake up at 6 a.m. just to say they wake up early. Fuck that. Like, what are you striving for? And what I'm learning more day to day is that what makes me happy is having not only goals, but it's superseding those goals, right? What's making me happy is knowing that I have the potential and the talent, but actually doing something with it. Fuck it. It don't mean shit if I can't do shit with it. It don't mean a goddamn thing. So this is a public service announcement, not only to myself, but to anyone else who is like me, who is seeking that next level, who's always striving to be better, striving to be the best person they can possibly be. Keep fucking going. Don't stop. Don't let nobody get in your way. Don't let these mediocre conversation or these mediocre fucking acts in the world stop you. Don't let it hinder you. Things are gonna happen, right? And it's gonna be fucking hard to keep pushing. But what other choice do you have, man? What other choice do you have? It's like you can get wrapped up in the emotion. You can get wrapped up in what happened. You can get wrapped up in the action. You can get wrapped up in how people make you feel. But at the end of the day, to me, I don't know about you, but to me, the only thing that's gonna bring that happiness back is by pushing the needle forward, right, and pushing through that tough situation, so that you can look back at that situation and be like, damn, I did that. Damn, I was really going through some shit, and I really fucking I did that, bro. Like I don't even know how I did it, by God's grace, but I did that shit. I did that shit. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe.